welcome our fencers and referees for the gold medal match in the men's SABRE team competition.
Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, bitte halten Sie die Richter und Kampfrichter im Gefecht.
Well, Rocky Balboa himself would welcome an opportunity to compete in front of this crowd here in the Essen Messe. But it's Team Korea and Team Italy who are welcomed out onto the piste.
Representing the Republic of Korea.
Für die Republik Korea.
Jaeyoon Lim. Heegeun Hwang. Sangwon Park. And Jungho Park. Representing Italy.
Und für Italien.
Marco Mastrullo. Cosimo BERTINI. Mattia REA. And Edoardo REALE. The referees are
Die Kampfrichter sind
Ihab Ben Chabane from Tunisia and Mihai Tuku from Romania. Fencers, please get ready for the bout.
Fechter, macht euch bitte bereit für das Gefecht.
So the Koreans line up with LIM Jaeyoon, who took the bronze in the individual, and Park, who's the champion of the individual. The Italians always have something special with the team huddles. They line up with Mastrullo, Bertini and REA, and they have a REALE in reserve, who came 6th, highest ranked of the Italians on the bench today. Korea have Park Jungho. He finished 5th in the individual on their bench. So Mattia REA coming out now for the first leg up against the individual gold medalist Park Sangwon. Well, if you missed the bronze medal match, Sabre's the only weapon where you can hit with the side of the blade. It's a cutting weapon. You can hit with the point and side of the blade. Target area is everything above the waist, and the referee is there to decide who has the priority in the final action. Who has the attack? If you're being attacked, you have to run away and make the attack miss, or use your saber to block your opponent's saber. Off we go then, straight into the middle, straight attack from the individual champion, and Korea are up and running. Ihab Ben Chabane from Tunisia, starting the refereeing duties. Video appeal straight away. Attack from the right called again. Well, we saw these wobbly movements from Park Sangwon in the individual. And we've seen the Korean coach coming out, and looks like they're already calling for a substitution. That is very, very early, I have to say.
On guard.
Need to keep a close eye on that, because it looks like we're going to see Park Jungho at some point. At the moment, Park Sangwon getting the video going his way, and taking the blade for a 3-0 lead.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
That is absolutely brilliant. And the skip away from Park Sangwon afterwards shows just how happy he was. That was a stunner, that 4th hit. Easy peasy. What a start for the Koreans. And what a hit as well. Very unorthodox with the line that he approached from. And on comes Cosimo BERTINI.
Merci.
And it's LIM Jaeyoon on for the Koreans. The Koreans look like they were called for a very early substitution, so we need to keep an eye on that. No sub on yet. Sub Park Jungho.
En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque parée.
Single light.
Grosse touche.
Big hit on the top of the hand, though, and that's why Bertini's coming over to offer his apologies. They made the nails, though, these
Allez, okay.
Sabres. Look, big clash of guards in the middle.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Bertini with the right of way. Blade picked up, but not used by Lim. And Bertini comes back out on the attack. First point for Italy, then.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
The Korean hop from the Italian against the Korean.
En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque. Touche. En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Now the Korean hop from the Korean.
Attaque. Touche.
Well, the Korean hops have worked nicely. Both times they've been used, once by the Italian and once by the Korean.
Prêt. Allez. Allez. Attaque. Touche. One. En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque non correcte. Attaque touche pas. En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque touche pas. En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Good run from Cosimo Bertini,
Attaque.
but that's another hit for LIM Jaeyoon. Slowly but steadily getting Korea to the target score of 10 points.
Allez. Attaque.
And does push it over the line. But a 5-5 run there means that neither fencer has benefited or lost. The Koreans still holding that 5-point lead. On comes the bronze medalist, HWANG. He goes up against MASTRULLO. Still a little confused as to what the Korean coach was doing midway through the first match, calling for what looked like a substitution. He scored it very early, but we start the third leg and there's just one light on the scoring apparatus. Italy closed the gap only for a fraction of a second, and MASTRULLO looking to the box to see whether he should call for a video, and Mihai Kuku, Romanian, is out calling the hits here. Italians looking on,
Ok, s'il vous plaît.
wondering how they're going to kind of close this gap.
Allez.
Does the harm come back from Hwang? It does, but Mastrullo's called for going into a closed line. A parry riposte is the result for Hwang, and this time Mastrullo does call for a video. And this is exactly what the referees are looking at right at the moment. Does he go into a closed line at 90% speed? I couldn't tell. They reduce it to 30. It does look like it goes through the bottom half or the bottom third of the blade. Get a better view here. Is it picked up? Yeah, I think it's even picked up by Hwang.
S'il vous plaît, Ali. Changez. Mal barré, attaque de gauche, Hwang.
Sticks. Sorry, not sticks with the decision. Overturns it.
En garde.
And
Prêt.
Mastrullo
Allez.
called for a good video there. He keeps his appeal.
Halte, attaque, contre-attaque gauche. Hwang.
Better news for him. He closes the gap further.
En garde. Prêt. Allez. Halte, attaque de gauche. Mal barré, touche.
And
Hwang.
another one. This time, mal parried.
En garde.
That hit to the head
Prêt.
went through.
Allez. Attaque. Contre-attaque. En garde. Prêt. Allez. Halte. Attaque de
Another
gauche.
mal parry.
Touché.
Another hit for Italy. They're within 3 now.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Hwang a bit stuck in the mud there.
Tous les deux préparations, tous les deux simultanés.
Yeah.
Pas de touche.
And Mastrullo calls for another appeal there. Referee had called that, both of them jumping in, both of them jumping back as we see here, and then both of them going back into the middle at the same time. Mastrullo thought that he had picked up the right of way.
Mais s'il vous plaît,
Got the call last time,
same action as before. Tous les deux préparations stop, tous les deux reprises attaque simultanée. Pas de touche.
does not get it this
Okay.
time. So
Break.
Mastrullo has
Allez.
banked his
Attaque de gauche. Mal barré,
his
touche.
video appeal, and now Hwang Heegeun calls for a video. Referee call that attack from the left. I agree. What do I know? We'll find out shortly, because the referee's coming straight back.
Attaque de gauche. Mal barré, touche.
Sticks with his decision. So Hwang loses his video
En garde.
appeal.
Prêt.
Didn't feel like it was going to go either
Attaque
the
barré.
other way there, to be honest with you. And now
En garde, s'il vous plaît.
Mastrullo calls for a video, but he's used it. He can't have another one.
En garde.
Solid
Break.
refereeing here from young Mihai Cucu from Romania. Yeah, referee just going to go and have a look at this of his own volition. Yeah, there's a lot of blade movement. This is a better angle. Does it? I think Hwang may have tried to look for the blade before he finished his attack, and Mastrullo was already on the way. And that is exactly what the referee has called.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Parry riposte, no. Counter riposte, touche. That's a beauty. Attack parried, riposte parried, counter riposte, touche. Good run, though, from Mastrullo, scoring 7 hits to 5, closing the gap up by 2 points for the Italians. The first leg, you'd be happier being in the Korean box. And on comes Mattia Rea. He goes up against LIM. So the mystery of the call from the Korean coach halfway through the first leg continues, because there's no sign of a substitution yet.
Garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque. Contre-attaque touche. Hwang.
Close call, that one.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Oh, that is special.
Contre-attaque touché.
Counter block on the line. Watch this. Korean hop from the Italian. Looks for the parry.
S'il vous plaît, en garde.
Counter block. Brilliant.
Prêt.
Right of way was with the Italian. Now make miss. And now the Korean with the Korean hop. And lots of them. Oh, that's a great hit. Now, the referee's going to go and have to have a look at this because it looked like the stop cut landed perfectly, but does he go over the back line? Oh, I think he does. Well, is the toe in the right area? It's a beautiful para-riposte right on the back line. If he gets this, that man knows the dimensions of the piece perfectly, the Italian. Referee's coming back as we see it again. And it's given as a hit to the Korean, so that means that REA went over the back line. Even though he scored a point on the box, the red light came on. He did it outside the bounds of play.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Para-riposte fails. Continuation of the attack goes through.
La ligne, s'il vous plaît. En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque première, non.
Oh, he's called that attack no from the left. And REA calls for a video review. You get to see it here again. Yes, he's right. Very impressed with this young Romanian referee, Mihai Cucu. They're having a good look at this one. Yeah, because their version of the replay is not quite as good as our TV replays. It's not quite as clear, but on our TV replays, it definitely looked like Mattia REA missed his first action and hit with his second.
S'il vous plaît, la ligne. Changer. Première attaque de gauche, touche à droite. Première attaque.
Sticks with it.
Première attaque. En garde.
I'm going to have a little word with Mihai Cucu later on today, saying have a look at the TV replay.
Chargé de parer. Attaque de gauche, touche-moi.
Calling for another video here. That one given. Ooh, that one given to REA, and you can see why LIM's called for a video on our replay.
Tous les deux chargés de parer. Attaque, contre-attaque, touche.
Sticks with the decision this time.
En garde, prêt.
Italy back within two.
Allez.
Stop cut block. He's done it before. Watch this. Counter action there, and then the quick movement of the arm to block the attack because the Italian had the right of way. Any more from REA now, and he's closing the gap up. Attack from the right. He doesn't get it. So that is that in this leg, and oh, well, I say that's that in this leg. REA did have a remaining video appeal, and he's called for the referee to go and have a look at it. I don't think he's going to change this one. Back he comes.
S'il vous plaît. La reprise d'attaque de droite. Touche à gauche.
Sticks with his call. 5-5. So no net gain, no net loss for either fencer. LIM remains on a 0 indicator. Mattia REA remains on a -5 indicator. It was a better outing for him, that is for sure. Now due on, it's Marco Mastrullo and Park Sangwon. That is Park Sangwon. He's ready to go. That man on the right was the one that went up to the referee halfway through the first match to what looked like call for a substitution. But there's been no sign of substitution by Korea. Mastrullo on the left. The individual champion Park on the right, and it's the Italian to score first. And that attack going straight through the block.
Allez.
Attack from the left again. That's 3 unanswered hits.
En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque.
Preparation from the right. Attack for the left. 4. And now Italy lead.
Prêt. Allez. Attaque. Touche. Merci.
Finger pointing up to say that one was on me. Acknowledged by Mastrullo, having got into the lead.
En garde.
The Italians have been pegged straight back.
Prêt. Allez.
Pass right.
Réponse touche. 3.
Blade neatly picked up by Park Sangwon.
En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque. Touche. 3.
Close call, and Mastrullo is thinking about a video appeal here.
Check.
Decides not to go for it. Hit stands for Park, and Mastrullo goes to replace his weapon.
En garde, s'il vous plaît. Check. Merci. En garde. Prêt. Allez. Attaque.
Nice.
Touche.
Eyes open on the big jump in, and then immediately decided that he was going to attack Park.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
Attack right, intent is there all the way. And despite getting into the lead, 21-20, Mastrullo wasn't able to score another point. And Korea come out of the 5th leg with the lead intact.
This, the box.
So out comes BERTINI for the Italians. And HWANG for Korea. One can only assume that the Korean coach halfway through the 1st leg was just double-checking that the order was correct, because there is no sign of the Korean sub getting up and ready and warmed up. There's no sign of that in the Italian camp either, as we begin the 6th leg. Here's the Korean sub on the right-hand side, Park Jungho.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
The frustration is because of the brilliance of this. Look at this, running away almost off balance a couple of times, then pinning himself to the back line, watching his opponent's blade in the direction it went in, blocking it out, landing the riposte. They went 7 hits in a row, Korea, without a hit for Italy, and BERTINI has just stopped the rock. Another late parry riposte. Unbelievable. Watch this, blocked the head there, and then slapping it onto the target. This is just simple intent, off the line. He'd already decided he was going to go out on the attack. Seen a lot of these hits with the point from the Koreans in the men's sabre competition. Another attack. Absolutely bossed it there, HWANG. Absolutely put Korea back in complete control of the match. Just 1 point for BERTINI. had a look, had a think, and then just went out on the attack. Bertini out on a -4 indicator. Italians have got to be thinking about using their substitute. Mastrullo back on. LIM Jaeyoon resumes his outing on the piece. This is the last match for these two. Attack right. The Italians just look a little bit lost on that on-guard line. They're not being decisive enough. Oh, he was lucky to get that one. Very lucky, but they'll take him. Priority right. Attack right. Well, Mastrullo calling for a video review for guard to face here. I don't think that's going to get any kind of penalty. Doesn't put his guard anywhere near his face. That's a little bit daft. Quite right. Concentrate on the fence, not on the opponent. Yeah, beautiful para-riposte. Finds that moment with a low braid. It's an unorthodox position for SABRE to put his hand in, but it worked for him, and it's worked again on the attack. Okay, Mastrullo. It's gone on a bit of a run here. Attack right, no. The intent was there, the execution wasn't from the Italian. And Mastrullo, when he steps back, when he goes into inside the middle of the box, between those two white on-guard lines, he's intending to put a distance trap into a para-riposte. He only takes one step backwards, and the Koreans blocked that, and he gets them over the line. And the 7th leg, we're starting to see this one drift away from the Italians. Only a 5-4 score, but it is another point lead for the Koreans. LIM finishes on a +1 indicator. He scored one more hit than he's had scored against him. Mastrullo finishes on a 0 indicator, so no net gain, no net loss. Penultimate leg. HWANG on the right for Korea. REA on the left for Italy. HWANG is trying to press this one, get them over the line as quickly as possible to 40 points and hand over to Park. And another one, video appeal called by REA. While they look at this and tell you that Reale is warming up, he's the sub. It is unusual, to say the least, for a team to substitute their anchor fencer. But in the position Italy are in, I can understand why they're taking Bertini off. They need something different. Finally, a point for REA, as Reale waits in the wings. No pressure on him, another attack from REA. No pressure on the Italian substitute, because they are, as things stand, going to be a little ways behind by the time they get to 40 points. But what a job here by REA. 3 unanswered hits from the Korean fencer. 3 on unanswered hits in return for the Italian.
Okay,
So we're all square in terms of where they came into the match. But HWANG now just one away from the target score. Where needs 4, 5, maybe even 6 points to give his anchor any kind of hope here. Gets one. Nice little stop cut over the top. Onto the side of the wrist. There's another one. Oh no, he doesn't give it. He's called it attack no, and Kiku doesn't get any complaints from the fencers, and it's a 10-point lead for Korea. And REALE is indeed coming on for the Italians. You see that final action. And that is exactly why the referee called that attack no. REA finishing on a -6 indicator. HWANG finishing on a +5. So a 10-point lead, and the individual gold medalist Park Sangwon is 5 hits away from double gold here at REA 2025. The substitute substitute REALE starting off with the first hit. Good start. I don't get too excited about it, but good start. So it's just the gap up by 2. Well, attack being given right here, and REALE calling for a video review immediately. Now this is risky. Yeah, so the first action from REALE is he drops his blade low and then stops. For me, on the replay, it looks like Park doesn't stop. He doesn't hesitate in his action. The intention for the attack was there from the start. Same call, and now the video has gone for the Italians. That could be costly if he was to score a couple more points here. The experience, just as what we saw on the replay. You dropped your arm, stopped, and that gives the right of way the other way. Yeah, same thing, but this time the other way around. This time Park stops there, and that's when the attack comes in. Yes, the blade is moving, but he stops dead on his feet. Attack into preparation again. Oh, that is special. Stepping in, and I think REALE thought that he scored here, but look, that late parry. It's so late. It's so brave. Both of them starting early. You're not allowed to. You can get carded for that. Both getting carded because they both started early again. Attack goes through into the closed line, and that is another point for the individual champion, picking up the blade. The last of the late parry ripostas, Park Sangwon. One away now for Korea. They broke away from Italy in the middle, and they've held on. Right of way with Park, the Korean hop on display. That's it for Park Sangwon. HWANG Heegeun and LIM Jaeyoon. What a way to win. What a last hit with the Korean hop being demonstrated with aplomb. Fabulous performance from Team Korea. for a dominant win by 11 points over the silver medalists, Italy. Happy Korean coaches, and no surprise, because that was dominant, you have to say. Gave us 3 outings of the Korean hop with a full length of the piece attack to finish the job off. A real classic way to end the match. Patient, waiting for the right moment, using every single centimetre, every single millimetre of the 14-metre piece. Confirmation that the Republic of Korea have beaten Italy 45-34 in the men's team sabre competition here at REALE 2025. And simply a quite magnificent performance. Well, what a start from the individual gold medalist Park Sangwon in the team gold medal match in the men's team sabre. Against Italy, Park started the show with a 5-0 run. They shared the points in the second leg. Lim and Bertini going 5-5, with Korea holding that 5-point lead. Then came back the Italians, Mastrullo going 7-5 against the individual bronze medalist. But finally, HWANG got them over the line. Third way through the match, Korea leading by 3. It was the middle of the fight that opened things up for the Italians. A brilliant counter block being produced there by Lim, who demonstrated some absolutely cracking fencing along with his teammate Park and HWANG. The Koreans scored 15-10 in the middle. Coming out of the 6th leg, 30-22 up, with HWANG going on a 5-1 run against Bertini. 8 points in the lead with 3 to go. The Italians had to make a change. Mastrullo came on, and despite scoring 4 points, couldn't do anything about it. The Italians had to make the change in the last match and brought on their substitute, Edoardo Reale, but there was nothing he could do against the individual gold medalist. Park Sangwon guided his Korean team to the top of the podium in the men's team sabre, and that means he'll walk away from REALE 2025 with 2 gold medals. Well, time now for the medal ceremonies on the first team day. They're coming out very shortly. We'll begin with the women's team épée medal ceremony coming up soon.